In Volaris, we dare to be different. That's how we make everyone fly. And we constantly look for ways to make a difference in society through our permanent social responsibility campaign, Let's Fly Together, the V side of Volaris. In 2017, we consolidated and grew our corporate social responsibility programs, making a greater impact on more people. That's how we found a way not only to transport more customers, but to launch a transcendent program within the core of the Volaris culture, Volaris Management in Action. Through this program, the 16 direction departments of Volaris and their teams took part on corporate volunteering activities, spreading our corporate culture.
Porque eso es lo que nos identifica, lo que nos une, es el corazón. En Volaris todos tenemos corazón y eso nos identifica como familia.
Moreover, our Making Dreams Come True program keeps changing lives. This time, we fulfilled the dreams of 193 girls, boys, and teenagers with advanced or chronic diseases.
Hola, soy Kader y mi mayor sueño sería conocer Disney, darle la mano a Mickey Mouse.
With this passion, we extended our program all the way to Central America, where we made the dreams of 4 Guatemalan children come true. See the ocean.
Son como cosas que no te pasan todos los días, son cosas que vas a recordar de aquí para adelante y son cosas que te van a dar cosas para seguir yendo al hospital, yendo a la escuela y seguir soñando en grande porque se te cumplen los sueños.
In Costa Rica, our ambassadors brought joy to 400 hospitalized children, and their greatest reward was the children's smiles of gratitude. In 2017, we dared to share an experience trip with allies and donors of FICHAC to support the education on the Sierra Tarahumara by building school shelters that will benefit more than 3,000 girls and boys. Through our For a Clean Sky campaign, we continue being the most ecological airline in Mexico. With the purchase of over 29,000 carbon bonds, we've compensated 100% of the carbon footprint of 696 flights in the Mexico-Guadalajara route. Furthermore, as part of our annual reforestation program, we joined forces with Fundación Pro Más Agua to reforest 19,000 square meters in the Chichilpan community on the state of Mexico. And because in Volaris we enjoy being a digital airline in every way, since 2016 we invited our customers to make a mobile check-in. This way, we prevented the consumption of 12.92 tons of paper, which represents the saving of 220 trees and over 348,740 liters of water. Plus, we volunteered with Friends of Chiancan to create eco-techniques in the state of Quintana Roo in order to promote sustainable development. Ever since 2009, we successfully transported 213 organs and tissues in alliance with the National Transplant Center, Senatra, in Mexico. Thanks to the support of our ambassadors and customers, we raised 499,698 pesos on our 7th Let's Fly Together fundraising campaign against children malnutrition. This led to many success stories, just like Edgar's.
Se graduó, podemos decir que se graduó de un kilo de ayuda con un estado de nutrición normal. Y para nosotros eso es un caso de éxito.
Aware of the many needs that foundations have, we keep making their projects and initiatives fly. Thanks to the V Fundación membership in Mexico, the one and only of its kind, we support the operations and social projects of the 58 affiliated foundations of our program. Last September, Mexico faced tragic natural disasters, and we joined forces to support those who needed it in the most severely affected zones. Our planes were used in the moment of disaster to transport over 200 volunteers, firefighters, doctors, and psychologists of different parts of the country to the most troubled areas, We also supported the transportation of a firefighters group from El Salvador. Plus, with the support of our ambassadors, we enabled every counter of our airport's network in Mexico and turned them into collection centers for medicines and food supplies. Also, through our charging system and with the help of our allies, we managed to send and distribute over 34 tons of help to the victims. We channeled donations of toys, clothes, and food supplies from the families of the Northridge School, the Monteverde School, and Franco-Mexican Licee Student Parents Association to different shelters around the country. Over 50 ambassadors gathered to donate blood on different hospitals in Mexico City and other states. And through the donations of the Volaris family, psychological kits were given to children in the shelters of the state of Morelos. Likewise, donations were also delivered to animal shelters, and some of our volunteers visited the community of Jantetelco in this same state to support in the duties of cleaning and attending the victims. With the help of Cadena, our closest ally in disaster situations, we transported 66 trained volunteers to install 365 temporal refugees in the states of Oaxaca and Chiapas, and 20 classrooms in Chiapas. They also donated 448 medical consultations and 498 psychological consultations. All of these actions benefited over 11,425 people. Moreover, during this incident, our ambassadors in Mexico, USA, and Central America, just as the members of Lufthansa Technik, carried out over 35 internal fundraising activities to support those who suffered some kind of loss during this tragedy. And finally, as a sign of recognition to all those who performed any kind of humanitarian help in Mexico, we dressed one of our planes with the image of Frida, the cute rescue dog that became a symbol of the solidarity and hope among all Mexicans. We reached the sky together. 3 years ago, we joined the Sustainable Index of the Mexican Stock Exchange, and we have also kept our ISO 9001 and ISO 14001 certifications. We have been awarded as a socially responsible company during 8 years, and we were named a top member by the ECPAT for the 5th time for aiding in the prevention and fight against the commercial sexual exploitation of girls, boys, and teenagers. In conclusion, in 2017, we donated 976 plane tickets to different causes and projects that achieved a positive impact on society. We supported 143 foundations and institutions through all of our programs. 2,531 volunteers took part in one or more of our 110 activities, totaling 6,643 hours of volunteering. We made a direct positive impact on the lives of over 9,300 people and an indirect one on over 178,000. In 2018, we'll keep daring to be different in order to make everyone fly with actions that will reach the sky. Let's fly together, the V side of Volaris.